Good evening, everyone. This is Carlos Andrés Patiño, and this is the speaking session number 8 of the course Intermediate English 2. Right now, I'm here with Felix, Gemma, Viviana, and Jocelyn. So, Gemma, how are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine. And you?
I'm fine. I'm pretty good. Actually, I'm a little bit sick. My throat hurts a little bit, but I'm gonna try to do my best. Okay, so I really appreciate that you talk a lot today because it hurts when I talk. But thank you. Thanks for asking, Gemma. And Viviana, how are you doing?
I'm good, teacher.
Jocelyn, hello. How are you?
Hello, teacher. Very well, thank you.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Like I said before, a little bit sick, but I'm feeling better right now, actually. Finally, Felix, how are you doing?
Hello, teacher. Hello, classmates. I am fine, and you?
I'm fine. Happy to be here, actually. So, guys, we are going to start right now. Allow me 1 second. I'm going to share the screen with you. Felix, do you have a dog?
Teacher, no.
Your neighbor's
My
dog?
dog is not here. Oh, is the dog of my neighbor?
Yeah, your neighbor's dog. Okay, don't worry. I have a dog and he's very loud. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, Jocelyn, can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
And Gemma, can you see my screen?
Yes, tutor, I can see.
Okay, perfect. So this is the topic we are going to approach today. We are going to talk about, or we are going to practice about conditional sentences. So it's something that you probably already know, but we are going to practice as much as possible, okay? So just to remember, conditional sentences are made by an if clause and a consequence clause. But today we are going to be focused on conditional zero, okay? So we are going to go step by step, so don't worry. So as a warm-up, I have some idioms. So for example, Felix, could you please tell us what is the meaning of an idiom?
I think an idiom is a cultural expression. Only the people who lives in the United States, for example, now about the meaning of these expressions. I think it doesn't have a translation, teacher.
Yeah, I mean, we cannot translate that literally or word by word. We have to take the full meaning and we're gonna try to do our best to know the meaning of the idioms. That is very good, Felix. So they're basically a group of words that have a particular meaning when they are together. So for example, Viviana, could you please tell me one idiom in Spanish?
An idiom could be ahí hay gato encerrado.
Yeah, that is very, very good. That is perfect, Viviana. Thank you very much. So let's start. So I want that, for example, Jocelyn, you're going to choose one of the idioms, you are going to read it out loud, and you're going to try to do your best to tell us what is the meaning of the idiom, okay? Go ahead.
Tell me, teacher.
You're going to pick one idiom, Jocelyn, and then you're going to read it and you're going to tell us what the meaning is. And if you don't know the meaning, you're going to try to do your best. You are going to guess, okay? Go ahead.
I can know.
Ok, don't worry, Jocelyn. Mira, vas a escoger un idioma, que es lo que ahorita Félix y Viviana nos explicaban. Vas a escoger uno, el que tú quieras, no tiene que ser el primero o el segundo, el que tú quieras, y vas a intentar, si no conoces el significado, vas a intentar deducirlo o por lo menos vas a suponer cuál puede ser el significado. Recuerda que no se pueden traducir de forma literal, ¿ok? Entonces vas a escoger uno y lo vas a leer en voz alta, por favor.
Okay. Under the weather.
Very good, under the weather, very good pronunciation. What do you think the meaning is?
Debajo del agua.
Yeah, that is the literal translation. Esa es la traducción literal, pero no lo podemos traducir literal porque no tiene sentido. Es como cuando nosotros decimos pan comido en español y ellos ven las palabras pan y comido y eso qué tiene que ver. O sea, pan comido es algo sencillo, algo fácil. Lo mismo pasa con estas expresiones. Entonces, ¿para qué crees que se usa under the weather? Yes, literally is like debajo del clima. But in this context, what is that? ¿Qué crees que se puede significar? Just guess. Puedes suponer, no importa.
Como decir debajo del río o algo así, no sé, algo.
Yeah, don't worry, Jocelyn. You're doing fine. And the pronunciation was very good. So, for example, Felix, do you know the meaning of under the weather?
Teacher, I think it's fuera de tiempo.
Yeah, that's a good guess. Thank you. Gemma, what about you? What do you think about under the weather?
I think that this expression refers to difficult process, dangerous situation, or hard complicated.
Very good, Gemma. Actually, those are
I don't know.
very good guesses. Yeah, actually, we don't know. Actually, I mean, if I haven't seen the idiom before, I probably didn't know. But Viviana, what do you think about it?
I don't have idea.
Viviana? Viviana, give us your best guess about under the weather.
Mm, I don't know.
Okay, it's fine, don't worry. Let me explain, okay? Under the weather is something or is an idiom that you're going to use when you feel slightly ill, like me right now. I'm the best example. I feel under the weather, my throat hurts a lot, I am coughing right now. So under the weather is like, for example, when you guys have a flu or a cold, so you can go to work or you can go to study, but you feel sick. Not super very sick, but you feel a little bit sick. So for example, Viviana, if you ask me please, how are you? Ask me that.
How are you, teacher?
Actually, I feel under the weather. So it means that I feel a little bit sick. Okay, that is the main meaning. Okay, so if you are sick or
What
sometimes
kind
it's
of
your,
sickness
excuse me,
have you? What kind of sickness have you?
repeat that, Viviana, please.
What kind of sickness
My
have
sickness
you?
right now, I have a sore throat, so it hurts when I talk a little bit. Yeah, so that's why you're gonna have to talk a lot. So thank you very much, guys. For example, Hema, I want you to pick one of them, and you're going to read it out loud. Hema.
Teacher.
Yes, pick one of them. Hema, choose one of them and read it, please.
Teacher,
Yes.
tell me, please.
Yeah, sure. You are going to choose one of them and you are going to read it out loud.
Okay. Teacher and partners. I, excuse me because in my house,
Yeah, yeah, I hear. Don't worry. Vas a escoger uno y lo vas a leer en voz alta, por favor.
okay, once in a blue moon
Once in a blue moon, that's a very good one. That's a good one. What do you think the meaning is?
is this expression do refers to some things done a long time.
Okay. Viviana, what do you think? What is
Mm,
once in a blue moon?
Once in a blue moon, maybe could be when an event or some um, occasion
Yeah, yeah,
is
it has a relationship with
occurred
something
in
that
a
is.
very time. It's not frequent.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it has some relationship that is very good. Jocelyn, what do you think? What is once in a blue moon for you? What do you think?
Women, what teacher?
Once in a blue moon, Jocelyn. What do you think is the meaning? The meaning is.
Ah, no. Eh, mm, una vez la luna azul, algo así.
Una vez en una luna azul, yes, but that is not the literal meaning. What do you think the meaning is? Or when do we use that? Okay, let's go on with Felix. Felix, what do you think about it?
Uh, I think it's some strange and rarely.
Okay, okay. That is very good. Actually, you had a good idea. Viviana had a good idea too, because once in a blue moon could be like an adverb frequency. It's not an adverb frequency. It never could be, but it's very similar. You can use it for things that happens very rarely or hardly ever. Like for example, I don't like to go to parties that much. I don't like that kind of music that people play at parties. So if someone asks me, "Hey, teacher, uh, do you even or do you ever go to a party?" I would say, "Hey, I go to parties once in a blue moon." Because it's like every once in a while. It's something that I don't do very often. It's something that is rarely. That is very good. So let's go on with Felix. You are going to pick one.
Um, uh, I choose barking up the ground tree.
That is very good, actually. That is something I think you know the meaning. What do you think the meaning is, Felix?
Um, for example, if a person is quarreling against the grown person. How do you say a la persona equivocada?
The wrong person. That is good.
Yes, yes.
Yes, that is the meaning, Felix. You did it correct. That is the meaning. It's like, for example, Felix, do you have any kids, any children?
No, teacher, I don't
You
have
don't have children.
kids.
Okay. Now let's imagine this. For example, I have a sister, and I used to live with my sister and my parents. So imagine that one day, my father arrives and see that someone broke a mirror, and he approaches to me and he says, "Hey, why did you do that?" And he starts yelling and scolding, and I say, "Hey, man," or "Hey, dad, you're barking up the wrong tree because I didn't do that. It was my sister." So barking up the wrong tree is that when you are like in a wrong situation, in a wrong place, or you are accusing the wrong person. That is very good. Thank you, Felix. And finally, Viviana, you are going to pick one and read it out loud.
At the drop of a hat.
At the drop of a hat. Okay, Viviana, what do you think the meaning is?
The meaning of this idiom is when someone makes something quickly.
Yes, that is very good. Without hesitation, without thinking too much. It's like, for example, if I am with a kid and I tells him, "Hey, if you uh, jump into the pool with your clothes on, I'm going to give you 5,000 pesos." And I'm just making a joke. I'm just kidding. But the kid goes running and jumps into the pool without hesitation, without thinking that much. He does that at the drop of a hat. Okay. And of course, I'm going to have to pay that. And yeah, he doesn't care. That was very, very good, Viviana. Thank you, guys. So let's go on. So again, the topic is conditional sentences, but we're going to be focused on conditional zero. And the previous knowledge that we need is to know a lot about simple present and to know a lot about facts, because conditional zero is about facts, about things that are always true. So let's go on. So let's start. For example, I want that Jocelyn, you're going to read this part.
Zero conditional if present simple, present simple.
Yeah, repeat after me. Zero conditional.
Repeat, teacher.
Yeah, sure. Zero conditional.
Zero conditional.
With an E. Zero conditional.
Is zero conditional.
Now repeat after me. If plus present simple.
It plus present simple.
Yeah, this is a plus. Plus present simple. Very good. Now present simple.
Present simple.
Very good. Now you're going to read this example.
If it rains, the lawn gets wet.
Repeat after me. If it rains,
If it rains,
the lawn gets wet.
the lawn gets wet.
That is very good. So this is something very important. This is a fact because it always happens. So for example, Viviana, what is the meaning of lawn?
Teacher, lawn is similar to something that are in the field.
Yeah, very similar to grass. That is very good, very good. Very similar to grasp. I mean, grasp is like a general word. Lawn is more specific. It's the grass that you have on your yard, in your garden, and you mow the lawn, you take care of it in order that it is so nice, that it looks nice. Very good. So this is for everyone. In this opportunity, zero conditional, we have the verb in present simple, like here. And gets is also in present simple. So this is the zero conditional because this always happens, okay? So Jocelyn, could you please translate this into Spanish? Jocelyn? Jocelyn, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Translate the sentence, please.
Si, si está lloviendo o si es ay, ay, no sé lo de condicionales, no sé la verdad, nada.
Don't worry, we are here to learn. No te preocupes que para eso estamos acá a aprender, ¿ok? Recuerda que esto es presente simple y esto es presente simple. Y la palabra lawn significa césped, ¿ok? Entonces recuerda, tienes que tener la cláusula que empieza por if, la if clause con presente simple y la consequence clause también en presente simple. Entonces se trata de hechos, cosas que siempre pasan, que nunca cambian. ¿Ok? Léela en español, por favor. Try to do your best.
Si llueve, el césped,
Muy bien. ¿Qué es get wet?
ay, no sé,
Si llueve, el césped, ¿qué le pasa al césped?
gets wet, no sé qué es.
Lo puedes deducir. ¿Qué pasa cuando llueve con el césped? ¿Qué le pasa?
Sí, sí, ¿no? Algo así.
Si llueve, el césped se moja. Es algo que siempre pasa, que nunca cambia, ¿ok? Let's go on. Felix, you're going to read this part.
Teacher, what is the question?
You're going to read this part. You're going to read this.
Oh, the first conditional. First conditional, if plus present simple, and then future simple.
Very good. If plus present simple and then future simple. Please read the example.
If the children study hard, they will get good grades.
Very good. Felix, what's the meaning of that? What's the meaning?
I think if Camilo study, he'll get good grades in his studies.
Very good, Felix. And what is the translation for that?
Si el niño estudia duro, dedicado, él obtendrá buenas notas.
Very good. Very good. Si los niños estudian fuerte o de forma dedicada, ellos obtendrán buenas notas. Very, very good. Now, let's go on with the second conditional. So, Gemma, could you please read that part?
Conditional.
Gemma, sorry, we couldn't hear you. Read that again, please.
Okay. Second conditional. If teacher, how
Gemma, sorry,
Teacher.
we couldn't hear you, but I'm gonna try to read it before you, okay? Second conditional, if plus past simple, then would do, okay? The consequence clause
Teacher.
is would do. Yeah, tell me.
how do you say más?
Plus. Plus.
Plus,
Yes, plus. Perfect.
como PLA, plus,
Yeah, yeah, but with an U.
¿no?
Plus. But the U sounds like plus. Okay, so Gemma, read that again, please.
Hmm. Okay, teacher, I'm having connection problems. I don't know what's happening
Don't worry,
because
don't worry, don't worry.
uh,
I'm hearing you in a proper way right now. So read that, please.
okay. I'm going to read the example.
Okay, go ahead.
If I earn a lot of money, I will buy a new car.
Repeat after me. I would buy a new car.
I would buy a new car.
That is perfect. So
I
what is it?
would I
I would.
would buy a new
Very good. So Gemma, what is the translation for that? The translation.
um I don't know what does mean earn, but
Earn,
I
earn is like
relation
win, is
can
like
be
win, but when you really deserve it, when you work for it.
okay.
Yeah. But remember,
Si
that
gano
is,
mucho dinero,
but it's not gano because it's past simple. It's in
compraría un
past.
nuevo carro.
Okay, let me help you. Si yo ganara mucho dinero, yo compraría un nuevo carro. So remember, the second conditional is about hypothetical
Ah,
situations that could happen. Situaciones hipotéticas que se pueden dar. Porque si no ganamos mucho dinero ahora, igual en algún momento lo podemos hacer. No es tan probable, en teoría, el
si
second
gano,
conditional no es tan
compraría un
probable,
nuevo carro.
pero es algo que se puede dar, ¿ok? So, thank you, Gemma. Viviana, you're going to read this part, please.
Third conditional. If plus past perfect would have done.
Very good. Third conditional. If plus past perfect would have done. And could you please read the example?
If Mike had saved enough money, he would have come with us.
Very good, Viviana. So this is something that could never happen. Okay? Could never ever happen. It's something that is in the past. We cannot do anything about it. We can just think or remember about it. Okay? El third conditional es algo que no puede pasar. Es imposible que suceda. Entonces son situaciones hipotéticas de cosas que ya pasaron. Es como, por ejemplo, si yo cuando tenía 10 me hubiera ido a estudiar a otro colegio, eso ya no lo puedo cambiar, ¿ok? Viviana, could you please read that in Spanish? Could you please translate that?
Si Mike hubiera guardado o ahorrado el suficiente dinero, mm, él habría podido venir con nosotros.
Quitar el podido.
Habría venido con nosotros.
Yes, that is perfect, Viviana. That is great. Actually, third conditional is a little bit tricky, a little bit tough, but you did it great. So again, we are going to focus on zero conditional today. So let's go on. Felix, could you please read when do we use zero conditional?
Zero conditional. Something that is always true. The result is certain, expressing a fact that always happens if or when.
That is perfect. So zero conditional is about something that is always true. For example, something that is always true. The sky is blue. The clouds are normally white, or sometimes they look gray. Yeah, those are facts. They are always true. Okay, and the result is certain. Why? Because we know the result. We know what happens if it rains and everything. Okay, and they express a fact that is all that always happens if or when. Okay, so if something happens, we have a consequence. Or when something happens, we have a consequence. Okay? So how do we form this? It's very easy. we have if plus present simple. This is the if clause. This is the condition. And after that, we need a comma, okay? And the result or the result, okay, or the conditioning clause in present simple too. Okay, so I want that, Gemma, you are going to read this example.
If it rains, the gets wet.
Okay, repeat after me. If it rains,
The rains,
the lawn gets wet.
the lawn gets wet.
Very good, very good. So here we have the if clause, comma, and then we have the consequence clause. That was very, very good. Thank you very much. Now I want that, Viviana, you are going to read this part.
If you had butter, it melts.
Repeat after me. If you heat butter, it melts.
If you heat butter, it melts.
Yes, very good, very good. Or British could be if you heat butter, it melts. That is very good. So, Viviana, what is the translation for that? What is the meaning in Spanish?
Si calientas mantequilla, esta se derretirá, se derrite.
Se derrite, because it's something that always happens. So every time around the world that someone heats butter, it melts. It's a fact. It always happens. That is very good. So again, we have the if clause and the consequence clause. Very good. So there is another way. We could have the if clause, okay, and we are going to have the conditional or the consequence clause at the beginning, and then we are going to have the if clause. So it changes a little bit, but the meaning is actually the same, okay? The meaning is not going to change. That is very important, okay? So for example, yeah, that's the thing. The if clause could be either the first clause or the second clause, or the first part of the sentence or the second part of the sentence. It doesn't matter, and you can switch either way. It's fine, and the meaning is going to be the same. Okay. So, for example, Jocelyn, you're going to read this part.
One minute, teacher. My computer is.
Don't worry. Go ahead. Read that part.
Ay, no carga.
Jocelyn, please read this part. Read the sentence.
Okay. The length gets what is what it is it no, where it is rains.
Repeat after me. The lawn gets wet if it rains.
The lawn get wet if rain.
If it rains, very good. So, Jocelyn, what is the translation for that?
And the same. El
césped.
Ajá. El césped se moja si está lloviendo o si
Si
llueve.
llueve. Si llueve. Very good. So this is the thing. Esta oración, si llueve, el césped se moja, y esta, el césped se moja si llueve, es exactamente igual. Okay, the meaning is exactly the same. The thing is here we have the if clause at the beginning, okay, on the first part of the sentence, and here we have the if clause at the end on the second part of the sentence, but it's actually the same meaning. Thank you, Jocelyn. Now, Felix, you're going to read this one.
The ice melts if you heat it.
Repeat after me. The ice melts
The ice melts
if you heat it.
if you heat it.
Or repeat after me. If you like the British accent, you have to say if you hit it.
Heat it.
If you hit it. Yeah, very good. So what is the meaning of that, Felix?
Um, I think if the ice melts, you heat it.
I mean,
Um,
it means that every time, anytime around the world that you hit the ice, it melts. It's a fact. It always happens. Every time that you do that, that is going to happen. Okay. So, Felix, what is the translation in Spanish into Spanish?
el hielo se derrite si tú lo calientas.
Very good, very good. So, present simple and present simple. That is very good. So, guys, that is something I want to highlight right now. Lo que sucede es que, como pueden ver acá, we always use if, and that doesn't change, never changes, except in one way. The zero conditional could change, okay? Could change the if clause is going to be the same one, but you can change this word. You can change the word if. Solo con el condicional cero tenemos la posibilidad de cambiar la palabra sí. ¿Ok? Sin alterar el significado. Ya se los voy a mostrar. It's very, very easy. Give me 1 second. So we have this structure on the side. So it's gone. And I have here the other structure. So in this opportunity it's going to be the same, but we are going to use when instead of if. Es exactamente lo mismo, pero vamos a usar when en lugar de if, okay? In every position we have if, we are going to replace it by when, okay? So let's start with Gemma. You are going to read this sentence, but you're going to use when instead of if. Go ahead.
If you hit
Remember, you're going to replace if by when.
when you hit butter,
Butter.
butter, it melts.
Okay, and what is the translation for that, Gemma?
Cuando calientas la mantequilla, se derrite.
That is perfect. So, do you see? The meaning is exactly the same. Es el mismo significado de decir, si tú calientas la mantequilla se derrite, a decir, cuando tú calientas la mantequilla se derrite. Okay? Why? Because it's not a real conditional sentence. It's more like, it's more about something that always happens as a consequence of another action. Okay? So that is the reason why we can use when. That was very good, Gemma. So, Viviana, you're going to read this one, but you're going to use when instead of if.
The ice melts when you heat it.
Very good. And what is the translation?
El hielo se derrite cuando lo calientas.
That is perfect. Thank you very much, Viviana. Jocelyn, you're going to read the first one and you're going to use when instead of if. Jocelyn, go ahead.
Okay, when it rains, the lead gets wet.
The lawn gets wet. And what is the translation, Jocelyn?
The lawn.
The lawn, yeah. What is the translation for that?
Cuando está lloviendo, el césped se moja.
No está lloviendo, recuerda. Present simple. Go ahead. Try
Cuando
again.
cuando llueve, el césped se moja.
Very good, very good. That is so correct. So again, when and if have the same meaning there. And finally, Felix, you are going to practice with this one. You are going to use when instead of if.
Okay, teacher. When the lawn gets wet, um, no, the lawn gets wet um, when it rains.
That is perfect. So, guys, you're doing great. Do you have any questions so far? Any questions at all so far? No?
Teacher,
Eh, Yeah, tell me.
I don't have any question, but
Okay.
when you say so far,
Uh-huh.
um, exactly what is the translation about this expression?
Right, tell me. Felix, Viviana, or Jocelyn, what is the meaning of so far?
Uh,
Oh.
Hasta aquí o aquí. Hasta aquí.
Yeah, very good. Hasta aquí, hasta ahora, okay? It's not literal. Tú no puedes traducirlo literal. So far means hasta ahora o hasta este punto. Por eso la
okay.
expresión so far, enséñale esto a tus estudiantes. So far, so good. Aunque yo se las enseñé a unos chicos y les encanta decirla. Ahora no se la sacan de la cabeza. Y les enseñé otra que es easy peasy or piece of cake. Every time they understand something, I mean, I work in different places and I work with some very little kids and they learn that expression easy peasy or a piece of cake. So every time they understand something, they kind of shout, "Teacher, that's a piece of cake," or something like that. And I was recently they learned this expression, so far so good, which means hasta ahora todo está bien. Every time that I ask them, "Hey, how are we doing? Do you have any questions?" They say, they yell, they shout, so far so good, okay? Which means hasta ahora todo bien. So if I ask you, hey, how are we doing? Do you have any questions? You can say this, okay? And I know that you're doing great. So again, do you have any questions? Or we are
No, no, thank you.
okay? Let's go on. So this is what I want you to do. Give me 1 second. So this is what I want you to do. You are going to write 2 zero conditional sentences, okay, on the chat. 2 of them, one using if and one using when. Remember, it has to be simple present and simple present. Simple present in the if clause and simple present in the consequence clause. So go ahead. You have like 4 minutes to write 2 examples on the chat. Recuerden, para un ejemplo van a usar if y para el otro ejemplo van a usar when. Y pues el orden de las cláusulas pueden usar el if en la mitad o el when en la mitad o al principio, como ustedes lo deseen. 2 examples, please. Felix. Okay, Felix, if you can hear me, that is good. Actually, it's a very good example. The grammar is correct. That is perfect. We can use it. It's correct. I'm going to use it. But keep something in mind. Remember that it's more about facts, about things that are always true. Okay? Things that are always true. So maybe if the kid behaves well, you give the ice cream. But maybe if he behaves well tomorrow, you're not going to give him ice cream anymore because he can get fat or something. Okay? So it works grammatically, but maybe not that much semantically. Okay? So remember that. It works. Don't worry. It is fine. But remember that part. Esto va para todos, recuerden, condicional cero es principalmente acerca de hechos, cosas que nunca cambian. Entonces sí se pueden hacer condicionales de diferentes cosas, pero intenten hacer más con cosas que siempre suceden de la misma forma, siempre. Como el ejemplo que yo les puse de que el césped se moja cuando llueve o cosas por el estilo. Que si toman algo caliente pues se queman la boca,
Teacher,
cosas. Tell me.
y uno lo puede hacer el condicional, o sea, negando o algo así, o sea,
Claro que sí, eso está muy bien. Eso está muy bien. Por ejemplo, tú puedes hacer como que, eh,
por el
como
que tengo yo, pues dice, si no estudias, pierdes el examen o algo así.
yes, that is very good. That is very
¿Sí?
good, actually, because that normally happens, porque eso es algo que normalmente pasa. Okay? That is very good. That is always true. That is a fact. Or you can say every time you don't study, you lose the exam. Cada vez que no estudias, pierdes el examen. That is very good. Entonces recuerda, puedes usar if o when. And you have to write two of them. Very good. Chicos, recuerden que son dos, ¿ok? Dos ejemplos.
Tutor,
Yes, tell me, Gemma.
can I start with the exercise?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Estamos esperando. Escribes dos oraciones, una con if, otra con when.
Yo pensé, I found, eh, okay, I'm going to write.
Okay. Two of them. Two.
Okay.
Félix, la tuya. Ok, déjala así, no te preocupes. Okay, guys, allow me 1 second. I'm copying the examples. Give me 1 second. Hey guys, let's stop there. I'm going to share my screen again. Give me 1 second. So, Hema, do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Let's start. So, Jocelyn, I want you to read the first one you wrote.
If you do not study, you lose the exam.
Very good. If you don't study, you lose the exam. That is very good. Juliet, Vienna, you're going to read the first one.
If the sun rises, it is day.
Read that out loud, please. We couldn't hear you.
Excuse me, teacher.
Read that again, please. We couldn't hear you.
If the sun rises, it is day.
If the sun rises, it is day. I mean, that is true, and that happens every time. Maybe it is a day. Yeah, or it is a new day, maybe. Yeah, but that is very good. Felix, you're going to read this one.
If you behave well, I give you ice cream.
Very good. If you behave well, I give you ice cream. So that is correct, like I just said. So, but every time that person behaves well, Felix, you're going to have to give ice cream. But that is good. Hema, read this one.
When you don't have control, you spend a lot of money.
Very good. Let me fix this. Okay, when you don't have control, you spend a lot of money. Yeah, that is good. Jocelyn, the next one.
When you practice a lot of exercise, you get tired.
Repeat after me. You get tired.
You get tired.
Very good. Tired. Repeat after me. Tired.
Tired.
Yeah, because the E doesn't sound. Okay, when you practice a lot of exercise, it works better when you, for example, exercise a lot, okay? A lot. When you exercise a lot, you get tired. That is very good. Thank you, Jocelyn. Viviana, this one.
When a Colombian goes to USA, this needs a visa.
Okay, when a Colombian goes to USA, this or this one needs a visa. Very good. Remember, when you talk about one person, okay, and you are not sure if you are going to use he or she or it, remember that you can also use they, okay? And you drop this. When a Colombian goes to USA, they need a visa. That is very good. That always happens. Very good. Felix, read this one.
If the door is closed, nobody will be able to enter.
Okay, if the door is closed, nobody will be able to enter. But Felix, remember, this is future, okay? So we are talking about present and present. So we cannot use this one, okay? Because it's in future. So we have to use, like here, behave. That is very good because it's present, and give is present. So maybe if the door is closed, I cannot enter, or I cannot get in. That is better. Felix, read this one.
Okay. When nobody able to enter, the door is closed.
Okay, let me help you with this. So for example, we put this here. We put this here. Nobody is able to enter when the door is closed. Okay? A little
Okay,
bit.
teacher, thanks.
So read that again, please.
Nobody is able to enter when the door is closed.
Very good. And finally, Hema, read this one.
If I eat a lot, I fatten.
I fatten. If I eat a lot, I fatten. I get fat. Very good. Guys, so this tells me that you're doing great, that you understood the topic. So let's continue with the practice, okay? This is what you're going to do right now. It is very easy. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pictures, and we have some if clauses on the left and some consequence clauses on the right. So you are going to pick one if clause, okay? You are going to pick, or you are going to match the clause with a consequence clause, but you are going to keep in mind the pictures, because the pictures are related to the answer, okay? So let's start with Viviana. Go ahead. You're going to pick one if clause, and you're going to match it with a consequence clause according to the pictures. And remember, you have to add if or when. Either way is fine.
It rains. He covers himself with a big leaf.
Again, please. I couldn't hear you.
It rains. He covers himself with a big leaf.
With a big leaf. That is very good. But say, repeat that using if, okay? Because we couldn't hear you.
If it rains, he covers himself with a big leaf.
Repeat after me. He covers himself with a big leaf.
He covers himself with a big leaf.
Very good, Viviana. Very good work. That is so correct. Thank you very much. So, Jocelyn, you're going to pick another if clause, and you're going to match it, and you're going to have to add if or when. Go ahead.
What moment?
Don't worry. Remember, you have to consider to keep in mind the pictures, okay?
Clauses, clausura.
No, cláusula.
Cláusula.
Sí, lo que sucede es que a las dos partes de cada condicional se le llama cláusula. Entonces, la cláusula que va con if se le llama if clause y la otra se le llama consequence clause, cláusula consecuencia. ¿Ok? Es el resultado. So you have to use one of the, es lo mismo que tú hiciste con los ejemplos. You are going to choose this time one of them and you're going to match it con la otra parte de la cláusula, la que correspondería. Go ahead.
It rains with he gets so sick.
You have to keep in mind, tienes que tener en cuenta las imágenes, ¿ok? Y las respuestas están acá. Entonces, ¿qué pasa aquí? Viviana nos dijo que cuando llueve, el monito se cubre con una gran hoja, como puedes ver. Ahora, ¿qué pasa en el otro caso que llueve? ¿Qué está pasando con este tipo de acá? Ahí tienes la respuesta. So, what does he do when it rains? ¿Qué hace cuando llueve él?
Okay. Uh, it's rain. He gets so sick. He sink.
Repeat after me. If it rains,
If it rains,
he sings. Very good, Jocelyn. Very good. So let's go on. Felix, go ahead.
Okay, teacher. If they go to the mall, they buy expensive things.
Very good. If they go to the mall, they buy expensive things like these girls right here. That was very good. Hema, your turn.
Um, he no. If he eats peanuts, he gets so sick. He
That is
get
very good. He gets so sick because allergy alert. That is very good. Very good. Viviana, your turn.
If he gambles, he loses all his money.
Read after me. If he gambles, he loses all his money.
If he gambles, he loses all his money.
That is very good. So, guys, you did it great. So, do you have any questions so far? Felix, Emma, do you have any questions?
no tutor.
Teacher, I don't have
Any
questions.
question?
Okay, and Viviana and Jocelyn, what about you? Do you have any questions?
So far, so good.
Okay, what
no,
about you, Jocelyn? Questions? Any questions?
no, teacher.
Okay, guys, you're doing great. Let's go on. In this opportunity, it is the same, but the if clause is on the second part of the sentence. First, we are going to use the consequence clause. Okay, remember in the if clause, you can use either if or you can use the word when. Either one is fine. And again, you have to consider the pictures for the answers. Okay, so in this opportunity, we are going to start with Jocelyn. You're going to pick one consequence clause and tell me the cause, the if clause, according to the pictures.
Uh, okay. Mm, eh, when
Again,
with use when or if.
yeah, you can use if or you can use when, but you have to start with this one. Tienes que empezar por la consequence clause y después decirnos the if clause. Remember, you can start with if or you can use it on the second part. So in this opportunity, you are going to use it on the second part of the sentence. So go ahead.
Uh, if my husband bought the food,
Okay.
um,
Jocelyn, recuerda que en esta parte no vas a usar ni if ni when, porque estamos hablando de la consequence clause, de la consecuencia. La condición se da acá a la derecha. En el ejercicio anterior la teníamos al principio, ahora la tenemos de segundo. La podemos usar cualquiera de las dos formas. Entonces, en esta oportunidad empiezas por la consecuencia y me dices cuál es la if clause, la causa, la condición para que se cumpla esa consecuencia.
If he's good, my
No, pero dime
husband.
primero esta cláusula. Recuerda que, mira, aquí aprendimos que se podía usar if primero o también se podía usar en la mitad. If it rains, the lawn gets wet. The lawn gets wet if it rains. So it is the same. Ya hicimos empezando con if, ahora lo vamos a hacer empezando por la consequence clause. Go ahead.
My husband bought the food. If good.
Very good. So repeat after me, Jocelyn. My husband burns the food
My husband buys the food.
if he cooks.
If he good.
That is perfect. Thank you very much. Felix, go ahead. Another one.
Okay. People get fat when they eat too much fries.
Very good. People get fat when they eat too much fries. Very good. Hema, your turn.
They clap if someone gets married.
Again, please.
They clap when someone gets married.
That is very good. This picture, because this is a wedding. That is very good. So they clap when someone gets married. Viviana, your turn.
You annoy other people when you smoke.
Very good. You annoy other people when you smoke. Yes, that is very good. That is something I say to a friend. I mean, you annoy me when you smoke because that is so annoying. Very good. Jocelyn, go ahead. Another sentence.
Mm, they clap. Uh, they watch a good movie. If
Yeah, but
when they watch a good movie.
very good. Repeat after me. They clap when they watch a good movie.
They clap. They watch a good movie.
Very good, very good. They clap when they watch a good movie. For example, I remember the last time I saw people clapping on a movie theater. Maybe, okay, I remember one. When I went to watch Avatar, because it had a very happy ending at the end. When the avatar opens the eyes, that is very nice. So I remember that at the end of the movie, people were clapping. So yeah, if the movie is very good, or when the movie is very good, or when they watch a good movie, they clap. Thank you, Jocelyn. Felix, your turn.
Okay. Um, I feel so good when the airliner lands.
Okay, that is very good. Actually, that works, Felix. That is a very good sentence. But no, I
Or
mean
they clap.
that is a correct sentence. That is so accurate, but that was not my intention actually. So try again.
Okay, teacher.
Yeah, I mean, let me help you. Is this one?
This one. Okay. I feel so good when I go to bed early.
Yes, very good. I feel so good when I go to bed early. And that's the thing. I did that because most probably we don't go, or we never go to bed early. I never go to bed early. I have to work every day. So my vacation is work. Let's go on with Hema.
Um, Mm, they clap when the airliner airliner lands.
Very good. Repeat after me. They clap when the airliner lands.
They clap when the airliner lands.
Repeat after me. Airliner.
Airliner, airliner.
Airliner. Very good. What is an airliner, Gemma?
Eh, los pasajeros del avión.
Okay. Okay, Gemma. Actually, the airliner is the same thing as the airplane. Okay, it's the same. You can say airliner, airplane, or aircraft. But the thing is that, for example, when you are in an airport, for
Mhm.
example, in another country, they use the word airliner a lot. Okay? Okay? Airliner, no airline, airliner. Okay? So it's another word to refer to an airplane like this. But that was very good, guys. You did an excellent job. So let's go on with the production. This is going to be a little bit more challenging for you, but I know you can do it. So this is what we are going to do. It's very easy, actually. So you see here some topics of conversation. You see here this, and you see this, and you see this, and you see this. So this is what you're going to do. You are going to produce some zero conditional sentences according to this that you see right here. So for example, you can use the words laundry, clothes, shirts, pants, socks, okay? And you can talk about if they are clean or if they are dirty or if they smell bad or something like that, okay? And you have here perfume, toothpaste and ointment, and you can talk about if they are open or closed, or if someone leaves the leaves the toothpaste open or the ointment open, what happens with that, okay? So let's give it a try. Who wants to try? Who wants to start? I give you a hint. Les voy a dar una pista para que puedan empezar. Por ejemplo, what happens if you don't wash the clothes? ¿Qué pasa si no lavas la ropa? Or the pants, or the shirts, o qué pasa si no la planchas, o qué pasa si I don't know, if you soak the clothes, si la pones en remojo and you don't wash it, okay? Or what happens if you leave the toothpaste open? ¿Qué pasa si dejas la pasta de dientes abierta? So give me some conditionals about that. Who wants to start? ¿Quién quiere empezar?
Okay, teacher, I start.
Okay, very good, Felix. Very brave. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
The first, if you use the perfume,
If you use perfume,
perfume, you smell well.
you smell,
Yes,
again, you smell
well.
well. Okay, if you use perfume, you smell well. Okay, let's change use by wear. Okay, if you wear perfume because it's in your body, like a shirt, you smell well. Felix, that was so correct. Perfect. Thank you very much. Now, girls, who's next? Another brave person.
Me
Okay, Viviana, thank you. Go ahead.
could be if you don't bend the clothes.
If you don't, okay, the word is fold. Fold the clothes.
Um, this is wrinkled.
They wrinkle. 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 Okay, allow me one
Para
second.
objetos también they.
Yeah. Okay. In this opportunity, Viviana, the thing is that the word clothes is always plural. La palabra ropa siempre es plural. So we cannot use it. We have to use they. Okay.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, I have to find English. English. Very good, very good. So Hema or Jocelyn, what about you? Okay, sorry.
Mi teacher.
Tell me.
Um, if you wash the clothes,
You wash the clothes.
um, you can eat, I think.
They what? What happens, Emma, if you watch the clothes?
O sea, puedes plancharlo, o sea, I can iron it.
Okay. If I wash the clothes, say that again. I can
Iron it.
iron them. Remember, the word clothes is plural, okay? La palabra
Okay.
clothes, por definición. Okay, let me try to find it. Okay. You made me doubt. Me hicieron dudar ustedes. Give me 1 second. As you can see here, si ven que acá dice plural noun, okay, it means that it is always plural. Siempre es plural, nunca es singular, okay? Es una palabra que siempre es plural, así como la palabra pants o la palabra scissors. So we have to use them or they. That was very good. Very good. Thank you, Gemma. And Jocelyn, what about you?
No.
Teacher, it's me.
Don't worry.
Jocelyn fue la que habló.
Ah, okay, my gosh. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm sick.
Okay.
So please be patient with me.
Okay.
So Hema, go ahead. So thank you, Jocelyn. You did it great. Thank you very much. And Hema, go ahead.
Teacher, I can use when.
Sure. You can use when or if anytime. Recuerden,
Okay.
pueden usar if or when cuando sea. No hay ninguna condición en lo absoluto. Lo único que sí les voy a dar es un consejo que espero me lo reciban y sobre todo lo recuerden. El when, después de que salgan del condicional cero, no lo vuelven a usar jamás. ¿Ok? Lo que sucede es que aparte de los 4 condicionales tradicionales, hay más condicionales. Lo que sucede es que no están descritos en la literatura, no se suelen enseñar, pero uno los escucha por ahí. ¿Sí? Entonces, por ejemplo, hay variaciones del condicional cero que se usan 2 tiempos iguales, pero ninguno de los dos es presente simple y así sucesivamente. Pero recuerden, for first conditional, second conditional, or third conditional, you never, don't ever use when. Pero para el zero conditional, you can use it anytime, okay? So, Gemma, go ahead. You are going to use when. Go ahead.
When you wash your clothes, you can wear clean clothes, clean.
Okay. You can wear clean, yeah, clean clothes. Okay, clothes. Okay, let me help you with that. Let's change this word. Vamos a cambiar esta palabra por laundry, okay? Laundry. Laundry could be laundry. Laundry. Laundry is singular, okay? Laundry sí se considera singular. When you wash your laundry, you can wear clean clothes. Very good. Cuando lavas laundry puede significar tanto ropa sucia como ropa limpia recién lavada. En esta oportunidad es ropa sucia. So, say that again, Gemma.
Tell me.
Read that again. Read that again.
Okay. When you wash your dirty laundry, you can wear clean clothes.
Very good. When you wear your dirty laundry, you can wear clean clothes. Very good. Because I remember that. Okay, I went once to United States. We didn't have a place like a lavadero. We didn't have that. We only had a washing machine and a dryer. But I don't know. I am not used to use that a lot. So I normally had to wait a lot to get a lot of laundry. I got a lot of laundry to wash it. So it was a point when I didn't have clean clothes. Llegaba hasta el punto del mes, como no tenía lavadero y tenía que llenar la lavadora, ya no tenía ropa limpia. So I used to wear lo último que me quedaba, and this used to happen to me. So I really needed to wash my dirty laundry so I can wear clean clothes. That is very good. So let's go on. Other examples. In this opportunity, you are going to use the family vocabulary and the verb call, okay? Or you are going to use ice cream, chocolate, or ice, okay? So let me give you a hint about this part. Voy a dar una pista acerca de esta parte para que me entiendan un poco mejor. What happens if someone calls? What happens if someone calls? You want to talk to that person, you don't want to talk to that person, you want to call that person back, you want to wait, what happens? Okay, what happens? So who wants to give it a try? You can use this, the ice cream, the chocolate, the ice, the call from a member of your family. Either way is fine. So, for example, les voy a dar un ejemplo de lo que está pasando en este momento, because I'm in class. So, if my girlfriend, sorry, girlfriend calls, I don't take the call. So every time that my girlfriend calls at this hour, at this very moment, when I'm in class with you guys, I don't take the call. That happens every time. I don't take any calls. So who wants to go next? You can try to do something similar to what I did, or you can use ice cream, chocolate, or ice. Go ahead.
Me, teacher.
Okay, Viviana, go ahead. Thank you.
If you are can you hear me, teacher?
Yes, but very low. Repeat that for me, please.
If you are the brother of my mother, you are my uncle.
Okay, that is curious. Repeat that for me. If you are
If you are the brother of my mother, you are my uncle.
okay, I got it now. You are my uncle. Wow, Viviana, that is deep. That is very, very, that is smart. Thank you very much. If you are the brother of my mother, so you are my uncle. Yeah, we have the if clause and the consequent clause because that always happens. Very good, Viviana. Very good. Who else? Who else wants to try?
Teacher,
Yes.
I can't see your screen. It's so small.
Ah, it's so small. Okay, sorry. What about now?
Okay.
So you can use the words ice cream. What happens with ice cream? What happens with chocolate? What happens with the ice? Or you can use the family words, like I did or like Viviana did.
For example, I can say if you prefer chocolate. I choose ice cream.
Okay, that is true. That works grammatically, but it sounds strange. Recuerda que es algo que siempre pasa. Siempre, siempre pasa. Sí, por ejemplo, ¿qué
Okay.
pasa si tú dejas el hielo por fuera de la nevera?
Ujú.
Eso es algo que siempre va a pasar, va a haber una consecuencia. ¿Cuál es la consecuencia si tú dejas el hielo por fuera de la nevera?
Sí, sé que se derrite, pero ajá.
So, that is a fact. That is always true. So, try to say that.
Teacher, me.
Yes?
Uh, if you are my cousin, uh, you are my aunt's son. Si tú eres mi primo, tú
Yeah,
eres
yeah,
hijo de mi
that
tío,
works.
algo así. You are,
Okay. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, that was not that I meant it, but that works. No era mi intención con el vocabulario de la familia, but that
ah,
works. Pero funciona. No te preocupes porque funciona. If you are my cousin, you are my aunt's son. Yeah, that works. That works. Thank you very much. So, guys, no more family at all. We are going to forget about the family. We are going to use this. Okay, so Hema or Felix, go ahead. For example, Felix and Hema, what
Teacher,
happens? Tell me, Hema.
if you don't save the ice cream in the freezer,
Let's go on.
in the freezer, the ice cream melt.
The ice cream melts.
Oh, I can say it melt, no?
Yeah, it melts. Very good, very good, very good.
It
Very good. Sorry, melts. It melts. Very good. But remember, it's not safe. Okay, it's more like put in.
okay.
If you don't put the ice cream in, actually, you already use it in the freezer, it melts. That is correct. Thank you very much, Hema. And what about you, Felix?
Um, if you eat the ice cream very fast,
Go on.
um, you feel a headache.
You? You feel or you get a
You-
head
A headache. Okay.
headache. That is very good. You get a headache. Very, very good. That is very good. So, guys, do you have any questions so far? ¿Tienen alguna pregunta hasta ahora?
Any question?
Okay, no questions. So I'm going to take that as a no. So let's continue with the last slide. So this is a question for you guys. So take a look at the plane. Take a look at this plane. That one. So that plane, the Spirit airline, is a budget airline. Okay. So for example, this is for all of you. What happens if you fly or travel with budget airlines? Anyone can answer using a zero conditional clause. So let me help you. Okay. For example, I once took this very same plane. I was going from some place in Florida to another place in North Carolina. Okay. And it was very cheap. It was like $50, $50. It was super, super cheap because with another airline, it was like 300. Okay. So the difference is huge. So this is very cheap. Okay. The yellow one. But there are a lot of restrictions with your luggage, with the food, with the drinks, with the candy, with anything. Okay. Actually, I was thinking, oh my gosh, maybe this plane doesn't have a restroom or a bathroom because everything is something that you have to pay in addition. So, what is the consequence? What happens if you fly or travel with budget airlines? What do you think? Who wants to try?
Teacher, mm,
Yes.
could be you, bueno, if you fly
Very
with,
good.
I need to
With,
say
repeat after me, budget
budget
airlines.
airline,
Very good. If you fly with budget airlines, okay, what happens?
you can't tweet anything.
Uh, okay, you, for example, let me help you with that. You don't anything
Tweet.
for
Ah.
free. Okay, that is better. You don't get anything to it. That is very good, Hema. Thank you. If you fly with budget airlines, you don't get anything to eat. Actually, you don't get even water. They don't
Mhm.
give you water. They sell you the water. So they have food, they have candy, they have alcohol, drinks, water, they have everything. But you have to pay, and you have to pay so hard for that. So that is very good. If you fly with budget airlines, you don't get anything to eat. Yeah, for free. Okay, very good, Hema. So who wants to go next? That was a very good start. So you can talk about the food, the drinks, the snacks, the candy, the luggage. For example, if you have a lot of suitcase, if you have very big suitcase or something. So who wants to go next? I'm going to give you a hint, ¿ok? Les voy a dar una pista para de pronto Félix, Gemma o Jocelyn me responden. ¿Qué pasa si tú vuelas en una de estas aerolíneas y vas con tu hijo y tu hijo coge del carrito un chocolate y se lo come? ¿Qué pasa con el precio del chocolate? What do you think?
Oh, if my son takes a chocolate in budget airlines,
Yes, go on.
I must I must pay a lot of money for the chocolate.
Yes, very good. You must pay or you have to pay a lot for the chocolate. That is perfect. If my son takes a chocolate in Bayer Airlines, I have to pay a lot of money for the chocolate. Very good. Because, for example, Felix, one ticket, one-way ticket could be $50. But if you have an extra suitcase, I mean, not a lot of luggage, just a little bit of luggage, you have to pay for that luggage more, even more than the ticket. Okay, so if you go with your handbag, that is okay. That's fine. You're gonna have to pay. But if you have an extra suitcase or something else, that is very expensive. Very, very expensive. That is very good, Felix. So Viviana and Jocelyn, go ahead. What do you think? What else could happen or can happen or happens if you travel or fly with Bayer Airlines? Like in Colombia, Viva Colombia is a budget airline. But it's not that cheap. No es tan barata. This one is very cheap.
If you fly with a budget airlines,
Yes.
uh, you save money.
You can, you what?
Save money.
Oh, that is correct. You save money. Let me help you with that. Let me complete that. As long as you don't eat anything. Okay. So read that again, please, Viviana.
If you don't fly with budget airlines, you save money as long as you don't eat anything.
Very good. If you fly with Bayer Airlines, you save money as long as you don't eat anything or as long as you don't have luggage. Okay, you don't have luggage. You can have your handbag with you and your documents and a very little handbag, but if you have luggage, you're gonna have to pay a lot. Okay, and Jocelyn, what about you? What else happens if you fly or travel with Bayer Airlines?
Um, if you fly with budget airlines,
Yes.
uh, you you can you
For
can
example, okay, go
you
ahead. Go
can
ahead.
visit many places because is more budget, no?
Okay. I mean, this is for all of you. Esta pregunta es para todos. What is the meaning of budget airlines? Or what is the translation for that in Spanish, into Spanish?
The concept.
The meaning of budget airlines para todos. ¿Qué
Ah,
significa budget airlines? ¿Qué traduce?
Como una aerolínea
aerolíneas de bajo pues de bajo costo, no sé.
De bajo costo, de bajo presupuesto. Very good. So, Jocelyn, complete the sentence. If you fly with budget airlines, you...
O sea, yo puedo visitar muchos lugares porque si es a bajo costo yo voy a poder viajar en varios. O sea,
Okay, yeah. And so
you
you
can
you
buy
can travel
seats.
more often. Okay, so read that for me, Jocelyn.
Uh, if you fly with budget airlines, you can travel more often.
That is very good, and actually that is accurate because, for example, if you travel with regular airlines, you can pay like $400 for one ticket, okay? But if you travel with Bayer Airlines, you can pay like $60 for one ticket. So you can travel 6 times more with these airlines than with regular airlines, okay? Like, for example, here in Colombia, I don't know, Avianca, or okay, very big airlines. They are a little bit expensive, but Spirit, I don't remember other names. American could be budget or not budget sometimes. It depends. Blue Jet sometimes is a little bit like that. So they are very cheap. But remember that if you need to take with you luggage, you never use that, okay? Because you are going to pay a lot. Si un día tienen que viajar y van a llevar maletas, don't ever fly with them. No vuelen con ese tipo de aerolíneas porque van a pagar como 3, 4, 5 veces o más su tiquete. So, guys, I think we are done for this night. So you did a very good job with this zero conditional, and this right here, okay, is the homework. So you are going as a homework going to answer this question and these two questions right here. So I'm going to send you the homework through Skype, and you're going to answer the questions using conditional zero before next class. So do you have any questions before we finish? Felix, do you have any questions?
Teacher, I don't have any question.
Okay, what about you, Hema? Do you have any questions?
Any question?
No questions, okay. And Jocelyn, do you have any questions?
No, teacher.
Okay, and Viviana, what about you? Do you have any questions?
No, teacher.
So guys, it's been a pleasure to be with you. I really hope you have learned a lot. I really hope you have learned or reviewed something new. You did a great job tonight. I think now you are very close to be experts about conditional zero. So I hope you remember everything we learned today, and I hope to see you next class. So have a very good evening and goodbye. Thanks for
Bye.
stopping by.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks, teacher. Goodbye, classmates.